Hey folks, it's me, Rat, again, and welcome to another episode of Rats in the Kitchen. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a few days. I've been practicing my anger management skills. I'm doing this new thing where we go out into the snow and we do yoga, and we call it Snowga. But what we're going to do right now, first off, before I get into the new device, let's go over the last device I showed you. This is called the Garden Fresh Banana Slicer. And remember there's that big patent wars where this came out in 2007. And this Hutzler 571, this came out in 2005. Yet this has a little sign, this came with a little sign that said it has a patent pending, even though it came out a couple years after this. Now, we're going to put all that aside for a minute and remember that this came with this plastic backing. So what we're going to do today, first thing we're going to do is we're going to try the plastic backing. Let's give it a go. Now, I have cleaned the Garden Fresh plastic backing. There you go. And we're just going to try this out. Those are nice even slices. They kind of stick to it. That's good. Remember, you want to clean this first. Again, this is working about as well as the pizza slicer did. And they just kind of stack up nice and evenly. Brush right off easily into the bowl like that. Oddly enough, I think the plastic backing is actually working off better than the Garden Fresh banana slicer. So, how about that? That's a little weird. You can make different slices. Make them a little slimmer if you want. Slender, of course, being the new word that's crossed between slimmer and thinner. I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, that's the cool thing about this. Okay, it didn't work well that time, but overall, I think it's doing pretty well there. So that's the cool thing I'll say in defense of the Garden Fresh banana slicer, is that you kind of get two slicers in one. Alright, so that covers that. I'm glad we got that taken care of. But people who want, say you want to cut maybe not an entire banana at once, but like a little 2-inch segment of one, and maybe you want to cut it at a diagonal, or maybe you want to cut two bananas at the same time. Well, what we have here is your standard dough slicer. Now this is another one of those devices you might already have around your house, not specifically made for banana slicing, but I've got a theory that this might do a damn good job, so let's just give it a go. Alright, so again, we've got the dough slicer. Does it work just straightforward? Yeah, it does. And those are about the same size as the Hutzler 571. Not too bad. Let's see how it works when we go at a diagonal. Make some longer slices. A little tricky, but we're doing it. So there we go. We got some longer slices. Those are coming out pretty nice. I like that. Okay, so now we gotta find out though, can it do two slices at once? Two bananas at once, rather. So you're gonna line these up. These bananas are spooning. And that's fine because they go on spoons when you eat them in cereal. And, that got a little mushy. That didn't quite work out right. But we're able to straighten it out somewhat. Let's try this next batch. This might be a simple process of trial and error. Just gonna go a little bit of rocket motion. Does that help at all? Yeah, that one came out a little better. Again, process of trial and error. And yeah, for the most part, it looks like we can cut two bananas at the same time. So, again, nobody was asking, but we got the answer. Now, folks, the reason we're looking at extra devices you might already have around the house is that with the banana slicer fad, Amazon is already raising the prices of the Hutzler 571. Now, when I logged in a couple months back in October 2012, I believe this was only going for about $2.51. Now, the other day I logged in, it was going for $2.81. Who knows, by the time you see this video, the cost of this little device could be up to $3. And we all need to slice bananas. And we've proven in previous episodes that a knife isn't going to be the best thing. An axe, probably not the best thing, although we will look into that a little bit further. So you got to find what else you got around the house. And a dough slicer, for those of you with these around the house, could just be the thing. Pizza slicer also did a fine job. Piece of plastic from another banana slicer, just as well. So look around your house. Let me know what you find. And if you're a little nervous about trying it because you don't want to ruin your bananas, don't worry about it. I got a budget for this. So we'll give it a go. We'll see what we can do. And, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care.